Are you in a toxic relationship that feels like you're on the worst roller coaster ride of your life? You've got a few highs that you kind of live for, but most of the time it's a lot of lows. Well, you might be in a narcissistic relationship. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you about what I feel are the 4 most destructive narcissistic behaviors that are a part of narcissistic relationships. But stay to the end, because after hearing about these 4 destructive narcissistic behaviors, you may be wondering, can a narcissist change? And I'm going to tell you my answer, my opinion to that question at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end. The first destructive red flag that narcissists display in relationships is a lack of empathy. Now, how does this play out in a relationship? Well, if you have a problem or you have a feeling, let's say, you and your best friend just got into a fight and you're really upset about it and you come home and you are crying about it, that narcissist is likely not to be very caring, that you will walk away from that conversation feeling very, very empty. Another way that this might play out is you are, say you went out to dinner with your narcissist and that person's your husband, and you're at dinner and, he starts kind of being a little condescending to you in front of your friends, or he puts you down in front of your friends in some way, and then you go to address that with him at the end of the evening at home. That person isn't going to care how you felt about those comments made by him. So you can see that that doesn't bode well in a relationship when you want someone to care about how you feel. Narcissists aren't able to do that. So that is very, very destructive to any relationship, and it makes you feel very, very empty. The second destructive behavior that I believe happens in a narcissistic relationship is they project. They not only do they project all of the stuff that they're doing onto you. So let's say that person gambles. That narcissist in your life, let's say it's a woman and she's your wife and she has a gambling problem. She'll go and spend all this money and then tell you don't know how to budget. They will actually project their own behaviors onto you, and then you will likely try to defend them and show proof that that's not the case. And that's a fruitless argument, because they know exactly what they're doing. They are projecting what they're doing onto you. So you can't ever get any relief from that conversation because it's illogical. It's a manipulative tactic done by narcissists in relationships to not be held accountable. So that's the second red flag. So if you're getting value out of this so far, I'd appreciate that thumbs up at the bottom of the video there. And please do hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload my content. So let's get on to the third red flag that narcissists display in relationships that can be so destructive, and that is triangulation. And what they do is they try to get other people on their side against you. Some people call these people flying monkeys. That is a very common term that is used, but they can triangulate you in other ways as well, other than just, let me just go back a little bit. So flying monkeys are people that will do things for the narcissist. It's like doing the narcissist's bidding, as they say. And that is sort of a triangulation, but triangulation can also be that the narcissist will get other people, will start up maybe a rumor about you, and then they'll get that other person to do that rumor as well, but that person may not know that it's a rumor. Anyway, they triangulate you with other people to where you're not just really fighting the narcissist or dealing with the narcissist, you're dealing with anyone who he tries to triangulate you with. So let's say you are someone that's in a relationship and that person's mother is the narcissist. The narcissist's mother may try to get their son to not be in a relationship with you, and might try to cause destruction in the relationship in order to triangulate you. They might say, oh, she's not good enough for you, or she's always so needy, or whatever. The narcissist will try to triangulate people in order to carry out their manipulative and self-serving behavior. The fourth and last red flag that I want to tell you about today is the narcissistic lies. Narcissists are huge pathological liars. Most of what comes out of their mouth is a lie. I mean, they lie about stuff they don't even need to lie about. You might say, oh, did you go get coffee today? No, I didn't go get coffee. but you see a Starbucks coffee cup in their car that you know wasn't there the day before. Like, they just lie to lie. So that is really destructive in a relationship, because trust is the foundation of any relationship, right? So these are the 4 destructive red flags that narcissists display. I mean, they display a lot of them, but I find that these are the 4 most destructive in the relationships, in narcissistic relationships. So you might find others to be more destructive, but these are the 4 that I find to be the most destructive red flags that narcissists display in relationships. And I told you at the beginning of this video that I would answer the question on whether or not narcissists can change. And in my opinion, narcissists cannot change. And the reason I believe that is because narcissists walk around thinking they're perfect, and that anything that goes wrong in their life is the fault of someone else, right? So they usually won't find themselves in a therapy office trying to seek help, because they will think that, because they never think they're the problem. Whereas a normal person, take an example of someone who doesn't have great relationships, doesn't have a great pattern of great relationships in their life, and they keep hearing from their partners that they have a bad temper. That person, if they're not a narcissist, may at some point say, you know, none of my relationships are working, and I keep hearing that I have a bad temper. I better figure this out, or I'm never going to have a great relationship. So that person will find themselves in therapy because they've had some self-reflection time and realize that there's a common denominator in their bad relationships, which is them. Narcissists don't feel that way. They think everything that goes wrong in their life and in their relationships is the fault of someone else. So that's why I believe that narcissists can't change. And I know that there are some that believe that they can, but most people in this community do not believe that, and I certainly don't either. So that's my opinion. If you are still with your narcissist and need help on how to leave a narcissist, I put everything you need to know in one course, and it's in the description below. It's called How to Leave a Narcissist. I talk about finances. I talk about security and safety. I talk about how to set up a new house, how to make sure you take what you need when you leave the old house, that you had with the narcissist. So if you don't know how to do it, I put it all in one place. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. I put it all in one course below. If you've already left your narcissist and are trying to figure out how to heal all the abuse that you endured, I have a program available called The Cracks Within Me, and that can also be accessed in the description below. And leave me a comment below and let me know what red flags you find to be really destructive in relationships with narcissists. I'd love to hear about them. Have a good one.